Hey, good people, how are you doing? How are you really doing? It is the end of February 2025, and this year has been a lot of things going on. So, I want to know, how are you doing? You can take a breath. I'm doing something different today. I'm in a different place today. I'm in a different space today, and I am holding different emotions today. So I wanted to acknowledge it for you as well. We have a lot going on in the world, possibly in our families, in our jobs, in our lives, in ourselves. And this is something that I know each person can relate to. You have a lot of things going on and you still have to live life. True? Raise your hand if yes. So what I'd like to transparently share with you is that sometimes the feelings that we have that can be so overwhelming for us can really drain us and really take us out of life. What I mean out of life, we may be still moving forward, but we're moving forward numbed or busy, anxious, and none of these things are bad. They just aren't our lives in the way that we were meant to live. It could be traumatic. We're in places and spaces that are not the healthiest for us. And even in our own heads, we can be critical, self-critical, judgmental, all of the things. So I am saying this because I have been sharing about the Healthy by Design Workbook that I have worked on in 2024 and now it's 2025. So here's the actual workbook, my copy, and I've been working on it. And I wanted to honestly and transparently share for anybody who's listening to this and you purchased it, thank you very much. I appreciate it. If it hasn't been received, it's on its way. And for anyone who has received it, you'll get more information from me because this is going to be an ongoing process. Living a life that's healthy by design isn't something I'm doing to sell a workbook. The reason why I'm pulling this into how you could be feeling today is because when I had the workbook, I was like, oh, okay. And I had been giving it out to people who had purchased it. And then for those who had been so gracious to review it. And then other people who had made a contribution. And let me tell you, I felt overwhelmed, like, oh wait, the workbook, yes, I lived out the portions of my life, but now it's time to relive in a way that is healthy by design. So the reason why I'm saying all this today is because I want to hold space for people who have been just inundated and just overwhelmed with everything coming at you through the media, through our new administration, through living life, everything. It could be from any area. And transparently, it can be from one of the 6 areas that I have focused on. So it can be from your emotional, financial, physical, relational, spiritual, and vocational. I'm going to keep this really short because what I'd like you to be able to do is to stop for yourself and just to ask yourself as I ask myself, how am I really feeling? How am I really doing? What do you need? And what do you want? Yeah, this is not going to gain a lot of views. A lot of people are not going to possibly like it. But I pray for the 1 or 2 people, literally for the one person who does need to know, like I needed to know, sometimes you just have to do things differently. Sometimes you need to be in a different headspace, mental space, emotional place. It could be even a physical location for you to be able to unravel and to have peace internally. And it's not anybody else's responsibility, and it's not even anybody else's doing. Sometimes we just haven't had that space for ourselves. I'm going to be actually looking into nervous system training, because sometimes we just hold things in our body and we have not been able to process them. I pause because I'm going to end this video with a moment of silence. Yeah, and I know on any type of social media, silence isn't golden. But I do believe there are people out there who, while we can get any information at any time, what we need to practice is the pause. So I'm going to do 60 seconds. And for whoever needs the 60 seconds, I pray that you will take this into your day and give yourself a 60-second pause, a 5-minute pause. When we can't call anybody else, sometimes we need to call in our reserves and just be with ourselves so that we can sense ourselves, feel ourselves, breathe, and get back into our body. So here we go. I'm going to look at it. 60 seconds. Let's go. And that's all for today. Whatever space and time you need, please take it for yourselves. And you're worthy to live a life that's healthy by design.